good. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Slight technical issues. But let's go ahead and have a nice seated position. Sit nice and tall, legs crossed or out in front. It doesn't make any difference. Just something to start your practice, settle in, and then take this time to turn inwards. Become aware of the breath. Nice deep inhales through the nose all the way down to a stomach. Brief pause. And exhale. Taking these few minutes to kind of search inside. Maybe slow down. Become aware of the breath. This is also a good time to set an intention, either for the practice or the rest of your day. A nice, easy concept to help you with your practice. Something like patience, understanding, or simply fun. Three more deep breaths. On the next exhale, release the deep breath, returning to a normal breath. We'll begin our practice by taking a nice deep inhale, and on the exhale, turning our head to the left. Inhaling back to center. Then exhale to the right. And back to center. Continuing at your own breath. Just a few more times on each side, waking up those neck muscles. Becoming aware of how you feel. Always honoring your body, but always trying to move with your breath. One more time on each side. Returning back to center, then bringing hands to heart center, press the palms together as you inhale. Follow your hands up to the sky. Exhale, follow them down, tucking the chin. Inhale up. And exhale down. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. Last time we're going to hold. Inhale up. Let's hold it here. Let's draw the arms up by the ears. Bring the head level, the chin level. And on the next exhale, let's twist to the left and then bring the arms to shoulder height, reaching out in both directions through the elbows, out through the fingertips. And then on the inhale, drawing the arms back together, coming back to center. And then exhale, twist to the other side, lowering your arms to shoulder height. Again, reaching out in both directions. And on the inhale, drawing it back to center. Continue this at your own breath, being mindful of the shoulders and the spine. You want to really keep it long and open, really reaching. Trying to move from side to side, waking up the internals with twist and openness through the chest. Take nice large breaths as you move from side to side. The next time you're on the left side, let's pause there. Let's take that right hand to the left knee, draw the left arm in close to the spine. Sit tall, tuck the tummy and twist to the left, looking out over the left shoulder. While holding this twist, looking out over the right. On the next exhale, release, coming back to center. Then taking the left hand to the right knee, sweeping that right arm back, sitting tall. Tuck the tummy and twist to the right, looking out over the right shoulder. Continuing to breathe. While holding this twist, looking out over the left shoulder. On the next exhale, release, coming back to center, rolling the shoulders up, then back. Inhale, both arms up to the wide V, gather the sun. Chest comes forward a bit, chin level. Taking nice deep breaths. On your next inhale, draw the arms up by the ears. On the exhale, forward fold from the hips, keeping the back in neutral, head in line with the back. On the next inhale, walking the hands back up. Let's try our continuous crescents. Right arm out to the right, left arm up to the sky. Oh, we gotta, if your legs are crossed, let's bring the other leg forward first. Right arm out to the right, left arm up to the sky. On the exhale, drawing that left arm across to the right, going as deep as you like, but staying grounded. The gaze is still straight ahead. On the inhale, drawing that left arm up, followed by the right as you exhale across to the other side. Continue this at your own breath, being mindful of the shoulders. You want to keep them back so you can reach up and over your head. Trying to get a lot of length as you go from side to side, but not being in a hurry, maybe stopping for an extra breath. One more time on each side. On your next exhale, let's pause there. Doesn't matter what side. Turn your head to that side and down, tucking the chin. On the inhale, taking that side up and then going to the other side, turning your head now to the opposite side and down. Then inhale up, exhale, release that arm down to your side. Again, rolling the shoulders up and back. Inhale, both arms up to the wide V, gather the sun. Now, can't tell if there's a lot of sun out there yet. It's kind of cloudy. but it's dry. On the next inhale, draw the arms up by the ears. On the exhale, forward fold from the hips. Keep the back in neutral, head in line with the back. On the next inhale, walk the hands back up. All right, so let's go ahead and bring the legs out in front. I think it's safe to remove the socks. It's very warm. This fireplace is a real fireplace, so yeah, it's hot. But it kind of feels nice on the back, so that's why I left it on. All right. Sitting tall, let's try a couple folds. Remember, this first fold, you may want to soften the knees a bit. Let's inhale up, reach for the sky. Nice long spine. On the exhale, forward fold. Check in with that low back, the hamstring, see how this feels. Breathing. Maybe going deeper. On the next inhale, draw the arms up to the sky. Scooch the legs out. Get some length in the spine. And then exhale, fold again. Two more breaths. On the next inhale, draw the arms up to the sky. On the exhale, press down. All right, let's come on down to our backs, knees bent, feet flat. We'll start off with some work on the back, knees bent. Scooch around a little bit, get nice and comfy. Get some length through the spine. Now let's draw both knees into the chest and hug them. Then reach between the knees, reach up to the ankles, try to draw both feet together. Try to draw the heels in as close as you can. On the next exhale, let's release that left leg out to the mat. Flex that left foot, press the whole left side in the mat, drawing that right knee into the chest. Then reaching behind that right hamstring, keeping the knee in close, just bring that foot up. Flex that right foot, bring it in nice and close. Think of this as a one-legged squat. If you want to try to go deeper, hold on with your left hand, then take the right hand on the inside of that right foot and try to draw the knee down even more. Maybe to the shoulder or to the floor. On the next exhale, let's release that. Let's take both hands around that right hamstring and inhale the right foot all the way up to the sky. Let's point and flex that foot several times. Try a few toe circles in each direction. When that feels complete, come into stillness. Take the left arm out to the left, and with the right hand, let's lower that right leg out to the right, going as deep as you like. Try to keep the leg long rather than bending it. If it means you can't go as deep, so be it. Be safe here. If you have a strap and want to use it, feel free. Couple more breaths. On the next inhale, let's draw it back to center. Let's go ahead and take both hands behind that hamstring. And now, on each exhale, let's try to draw that big toe forward just a smidgen. Two more breaths. On the next exhale, let's go ahead and bend that right leg. Bring that right foot in close to that left thigh. Take the right arm out to the right, about shoulder height. Reach up with your left hand to that right knee. And now draw that right knee across to the left. Now keep the knee in nice and close. Don't let it lengthen. Coming up on the left hip, but keep the shoulders grounded. And then slowly roll the head to the right. Nice full body stretch, full body twist. That's what we're doing, a twist. Two more breaths. On the next inhale, drawing that knee back to center. Let's go ahead and lengthen that right leg out to the mat. Flex the right foot. Press the whole right side into the mat. Drawing that left knee into the chest. And then reaching behind that right hamstring. And then letting that left foot now come up to the sky, but keeping the knee in close. And then holding on with the right hand. If you want more, take that left hand to the inside of the left foot or ankle and try to draw that knee down even further. On the next exhale, let's soften. Let's take that left hand back behind that right hamstring. Inhale, that left foot up to the sky. Let's point and flex that foot. Try a few toe circles in each direction. When that feels complete, come into stillness. Take the right arm out to the right, shoulder height. And then with the left, guide that left leg out to the side, keeping it long. Try not to bend the knee. You may not go as deep, but that's okay. Continue to breathe. Never hold your breath. On the next inhale, let's draw that left leg back to center. With both hands, let's go ahead and try to bring that big toe forward just a smidgen on each exhale. On the next exhale, let's go ahead and bend that left leg, bringing that left foot in close to that right thigh. Take the left arm out at shoulder height. Reach up with that right hand. Draw that knee across to the right, keeping the knee in nice and close. And rolling the head to the left for a full body twist on the other side. On the next inhale, let's bring that knee back to center. Go ahead and extend that left leg out to the mat. Bring the hands down by your side. Take a moment here. Now bend both legs about hip distance apart. Feet are flat, in nice and close to the hips. Let's try several bridge poses. On the next inhale, pressing through the heels, bring the hips up. Let the ribs float up and towards your head. Pressing the hips up. On the exhale, lowering the hips back down to your heels. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Let's go ahead and draw both knees into the chest and hug them. Release the knees to arm's length. Bring the feet and knees together. And then stir the pot. Take the knees in circles. Then come into stillness, go the other direction. And then cross the shins. Bring your hands by your side. Press the hips back. And when you release, hopefully you have enough momentum to bring you to a seated position. Then go ahead and turn over and come into hands and knees. We're going to be here for a bit, so you may want extra cushion, may or may not. I'm on the carpet, so I'm pretty good. I'm covered. Let's take our hips above the knees, shoulders above the wrists, fingers spread into the mat. The knuckles are trying to get there. Now look at your elbows. Notice how the eyes, that's the inside of your elbow, face each other. Let's take a moment and rotate them so they're facing forward. If you're not quite sure, I'm going to face the camera this time. Normally, they're facing each other, but when you consciously rotate through the wrist, you can bring the eyes forward. And notice that when you do that, you get bone-to-bone contact. They're very sturdy. Whenever we do any arm balances or any balancing, even with bird dog, it's best that you learn to rotate those eyes forward to give you a nice sturdy foundation. And just try moving them back and forth several times, rotating them. And then we're going to go ahead and turn our palms up, thumbs down. And then slowly at your own breath, move the hips back, but keeping the thumbs on the mat. You're going to feel that on the top of the shoulders. As you inhale, come back up. At your own breath, just several more times, back. Then come back where you started. Last time. Now let's turn the palms back down. This also works on your wrist or wrist issues, so it feels kind of nice. But let's go ahead and take that right hand now and move it in all directions. Now, if you're having issues with that, come up to your knees and just manually move the hand in both directions. Try rotating in all the different directions. Just work that wrist. And then when that feels complete, let's try the other side, the left hand. Again, folding it back, back and forth. I want us to get prepped up for here. We're going to be practicing downward dog today, so we want those wrists to feel nice. When that feels complete, come back to your hands and knees. We'll try a little balancing. Let's go ahead and slide the right leg back. Inhale that right leg to hip high, flexing that right foot. Then taking the left arm up to shoulder height, reaching out. Again, you'll notice that if you rotate that right arm, you get a much sturdier foundation. It improves balance. On the next exhale, let's bring that in. Let's try the other side. Slide the left leg back and inhale to hip high. Bring the right arm up to shoulder height. Again, rotating the eye of that left elbow forward to get a nice sturdy foundation. On the next exhale, let's go ahead and bring that in. Now we're going to try first a full plank. So let's go ahead and take the right foot back, then the left foot back. I'm still having problems with my right foot, so I kind of stack them. So you're only on one foot. But keep the back nice and straight. Don't let it sag down or come up. So we want a nice long back. Rotating the eyes forward, you'll notice that you get a much sturdier position. You won't shake as much. On the next exhale, let's go ahead and lower down all the way. Keep the hands underneath the shoulders. Reach back with both feet. Get some length in the spine. And let's try our baby cobras, just using our back. Inhale up. And exhale down. Again, inhale up. And exhale down. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. Let's go ahead and sweep our arms behind you, setting up for Locust. But before we try it, let's just go ahead and rest our head. Turn your head to one side. Take several breaths. Now reach back with both legs. Bring the head back to center. Reach down the sides with both hands. If you want, interlace the hands if that helps you. But on the next inhale, let's roll the shoulders up, bring the head up. Press down through the pelvis, let the thighs, knees, and feet float up. On the next exhale, soften, come down. Turn your head in the other direction. Take several breaths. And let's try it one more time. Let's bring the head back to center. Again, reach down the sides. Then roll the shoulders up. Bring the head up. And let the thighs, knees, and feet float up. On the next exhale, soften. Draw the palms back underneath your shoulders. Setting up for our tricep push-ups. With or without me. 0 to 4. Inhale 1. And down. 2. And down. 3. And down. Last one. Inhale up. and then press back to child. Remember on child, this is a resting pose. We're not trying to open, we're really just trying to relax. Everything should be supported, including your head, either with blocks, your fist, or the mat. Two more breaths. On the next inhale, press yourself back up to your knees. Bring your hands on hips and bring the left foot forward. Curl the toes on the right foot. Left knee is over left ankle. Then take the right hand to the left knee, sweep the left arm back for the hitchhiker. Twisting to the left, the arm is at shoulder height, the thumb pointing to the ceiling. Looking back at that thumb, looking really sharp. On the exhale, releasing that left arm down. As you reach forward with both arms now. Reaching up and then forward. It's about a 45 degrees, something like that, nothing precise. But you want to be reaching forward and up. Be aware of the hips so they don't slide forward. On the exhale, let's bring both arms down to the mat, grounding that right hand. Let's try an inside twist. As we inhale the left arm up to the sky, chest facing the side, our gaze is towards that left hand. On the exhale, lowering that arm down to the mat, and then taking both hands and inhaling both of them up to the sky for Exalted Warrior. Bring the chest forward. Chin is elevated a bit. Arms are reaching out. On the next exhale, bringing both hands back down to the mat. Then taking the hands and walking them back up to the knee. Then hands to hips. Then taking the left knee back and bringing the right knee forward. Curling the toes on that left foot. The reason we curl is to stretch the fascia on the bottom of that foot. So you're pressing back through that left heel. Right knee over right ankle. Then taking the left hand to that right knee, sweeping the right arm back, shoulder height, twisting to the right. Trying to look at that hand with that thumb pointed to the sky. Breathing. On the exhale, releasing that left arm down as you reach forward and up. Catch the baby. Think of it as reaching for a tall shelf or reaching to catch something. So you got nice open shoulders, full extension on the arms. On the exhale, bringing the hands back down to the mat, grounding that left hand, ready for the inside twist as we inhale that right arm up to the sky, the chest facing the wall. Gaze is towards that right hand. On the exhale, bringing that right arm down. Then taking both hands and inhaling them both up to the sky. Exalted Warrior. Reaching out and up. On the exhale, bringing both hands to the ground. And then pressing off on that left foot, coming to standing into a half fold, extending through the spine, reaching out with the crown of your head. On the exhale, folding all the way. Just let it all go into ragdoll or gorilla. Taking several breaths here. On the next inhale, sliding your hands up to your hips. Then bending the knees, pressing through the heels, round up carefully. Releasing the hands to your side. And then walking that off. Adjusting shirts, blouses. All right. We made it to the top. Let's come into a wide straddle. Both feet pointed forward. Really nice and wide. Try for an extra wide this morning. We don't want you to bend your knees. That's why we have your feet forward. You'll notice if your feet start to track out to the side, you can bend your knees. So I tend to turn them in just slightly because I don't want my knees to bend. I have my hands on the hips. Then inhale both arms up to the sky. Bring the arms by the ears. Then fold halfway. Oh. A little bit harder with the arms at the same height as your back. On the exhale, go ahead and bring them all the way down to the mat. Hopefully you can reach it. If you don't, you got a block or a pillow or something to help you. But I want you halfway. So I want a nice long black. How about back? Get nice and long. Take a couple more breaths here. And now you have several alternatives to go deeper. You can reach over to your ankles and just fold forward. Or you can bring your head down to the mat or to a block. Again, all options. But do what works best for you. That you can be here for several more breaths. Notice how this feels on the hamstrings. It should be really working them. All that blood rushing to the head. Remember, if you ever get dizzy in an inversion, just slowly go to your knees and have a seat till you feel better. Two more breaths here. On the next inhale, let's walk ourselves up to halfway. I bring my hands above or below the knees. Lengthen the back. Bring your head above your heart. And then slide the hands up to the hips. Bring the torso back over the hips. Nice and slow. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring that right knee forward. You notice you won't get it a lot of, but your hips kind of go over to one side. And then on the release, go ahead and do it over to the left. Knee comes forward a bit. Right leg is long. Now the goal here is to go from side to side without coming up and down. So you want to keep your hips at whatever height you have them and just go from side to side. You may not be able to get a lot of movement on this because I've got you in a very wide straddle. And your knees really don't tend to want to bend that much. Then come back to center. Go ahead and come up nice and tall. Then turn that left foot out 90 degrees. Bring that left knee over the left ankle. Your hips are tilted to the side. I'm setting you up for Warrior 2 on the left side. Now inhale the arms up to shoulder height and slowly turn your head looking out over the left. Soften the pose, kind of sink into it a little bit. Try to come down. Let the hips take all that weight. Now let's turn the palms up, relax. Let that right arm down. Inhale the left arm up to the sky for Reverse Warrior. On the exhale, let's come back to Warrior 2. Bring the hands to the hips. Straighten the leading leg. Turn that left foot back to forward. Now turn the right foot out 90 degrees. Bring the right knee over the right ankle. Keep the hips to the side. Now inhale both arms up to shoulder height. Turn the head slowly, looking out over the right. Now relax into the pose. Settle into it, nice and comfy. Now inhale turn the palms up, relax the left arm down. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. On the exhale, bring them back. Bring the hands to hips, straighten the leading leg. Turn that right foot back to forward. You're back into your wide straddle. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Go as deep as you feel comfortable. Then inhale, back up to the sky. And exhale, press the arms down. All with a wide straddle. Now we're slowly going to walk our feet in. And walk that out. Ooh. Sway those hips. Yeah. All right. Coming to the top of the mat. How are we doing on time? Oh, yes. Let's try some salutations. Arms across the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Fold again. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to a back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, press down. Begin again. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Fold again. Inhale up. Exhale to chair or fierce pose. Take a look down. Make sure your knees are not past your toes. Bring the hips back. Arms either above by your ears, at your shoulder, on your hips, whatever works for you. It's a comfortable chair. Ooh, yeah. On the exhale, fold. On the inhale, reaching for the sky. Exhale to a back bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Fold again. Inhale up. Exhale to the back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press down. Roll the shoulders up and back. Again, shoulders up and back. We have time for one balancing. Let's try tree pose. It's a favorite and most people enjoy this one. All right. Let's move the energy to that left hip. Turn that right knee out 90 degrees. Heel up to the ankle. Then inhale the arms up. Maybe slide that right foot up the leg. And breathe. Try to find a spot that you can focus on about 6 to 8 feet away that isn't moving. For me, it's my computer. And I hope it's not moving. On the next exhale, let's lower the arm and step out. All right, let's try the other side. And move that energy to that right hip. Really breathe into that space. Turn that left knee out 90 degrees. Bring the heel up to the opposite ankle. And now go ahead and inhale, arms up. Slide the foot up. I don't know if I could do this side yet. My right foot isn't quite fully healed. We're doing okay. A little breezy out here this morning. On the next exhale, let's lower arms down and step out. Very nice. Let's head on down to the mat. Arms across the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Reach down to the mat. Take the right knee back, then the left knee back. And come around into a staff pose. Legs out in front. Sitting nice and tall. Shake out the knees. Then come back into that wide straddle. Then draw that right foot in to that left thigh. Turn your torso towards that right knee. Reach down that left leg with the left arm. Then take the right arm up over the top of the head and over to that left side. So you're trying to do a side bend. Actually, it's a crescent. On the inhale, draw that right arm up. Exhale, release it down. Keep that right foot in there still, but this time turn the torso towards that left leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Two more breaths. On the next inhale, draw the arms back up to the sky. Exhale, press them down. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Take that right leg out to the right. Draw that left in close. Turn towards that left knee. Slide the right arm down that right leg. Then inhale the left arm up and over the top. On the next inhale, take that left arm up and exhale, release. Now let's turn towards that right leg, inhaling both arms up to the sky, sitting nice and tall, getting length, and then exhale, fold to that right foot. On the next inhale, drawing the arms back up to the sky. On the exhale, pressing down. Let's go ahead and bring both feet out in front now. We'll try to even out. Inhaling both arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Take your time here. Breathe into this. Notice the difference between your folds when you first started to now. Maybe it's a little bit easier or you're getting a little bit more depth. Two more breaths. On the next inhale, drawing the arms up to the sky. Exhale, release. Let's bring both feet in nice and close for a bound angle. Sitting tall, roll the shoulders back. And now draw forward from the hips. Do not hold your breath. Continue to breathe. On the next exhale, soften and release. We're coming down to do our keyhole pose or pigeon if you desire. So come on, if you're joining me, come on down to your back, knees bent, feet flat. Knees are about hip distance apart. Let's take that right ankle just above the left knee, flex that right foot, reach on down, grab the left leg, bring the left knee forward, flexing the left foot. If you find that your neck and ears, you're feeling pressure there or a strain, just elevate the head a little bit. I have a blanket here that I use for that. Or you can use a block. That always works out really nice. I like them. That frees up my hands so I can rest that on that right knee and just tweak that. I feel that in the hips. You want to be able to feel it. It's a touchy-feeling type of pose. And then breathe into that space. On the next exhale, let's switch sides. Again, remembering what works best for you. Let's take that left ankle just above the right knee, flex that left foot. Then reach on down, grab that right leg, bring the right knee forward, flexing that right foot, or placing it on a block. Two more breaths. On the next exhale, let's release that side. Let's everyone come on down to their back, knees bent, feet flat. And when you've arrived and are ready, go ahead and draw both knees into the chest and hug them. Then bring the feet and knees together. Place the palm of your hand on each kneecap and stir the pot. This should help release the low back. Coming into stillness, then go back the other direction. Releasing the left leg out to the mat, drawing that right knee into the chest one more time. On the next exhale, let's switch sides, drawing the left knee into the chest, extending that right leg out to the mat, flexing the right foot. On the next exhale, releasing that left leg out to the mat, coming into corpse pose or any other pose that allows you to relax and let go. The one thing I think you may want to tell your friends, if you don't have one, an eye pillow. They're very inexpensive. They make a great Christmas present. You can make them. They're filled with buckwheat seeds, or you can put anything in there. I don't recommend sand, it's a little heavy, but seeds of any type work real well. The one that I have here has a removable cover so it can be washed, which makes it really convenient. But anyway, you want to block out any light in the room, and these do it real well. A lot of them have fragrance. Mine has lavender in it. It feels kind of nice. And just get as comfortable as your body will allow. I like what they call constructive rest, where you bend the knees and then let the knees come together. And just let your mind go. Let any stress or tension your body might be feeling, just let it all melt away. Let's start becoming aware once again. Small movements with your fingers, toes. Bringing yourself back into the moment. And when you're ready, rolling to one side. And then continue rolling so you can use both hands to press yourself up to a seated position. Bringing hands together for one more breath. Inhale up and exhale down. A gentle bow. Namaste.
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 Thank you everyone for coming.